Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with part 4 of our Grand Ages Medieval Let's Play. And we are back in the town of London for another go at trying to conquer Britannia. I didn't want to click that. So, as of recording this, we are at 398 subscribers. So, by the time this goes up, we may hit 400. So I just wanted to thank you guys for helping me reach that milestone. I know it's not one of like the bigger ones, like 100 or 1,000 or 500 or whatever. But I still wanted to thank you guys. And I know we didn't do anything for 300. But if you guys want, we can do like a live stream or something. Just let me know what you guys would like to see. And maybe we'll do a live stream or something. It could be, something we're playing right now. It could be something we've played in the past. It could be something we haven't played before, as long as I have the game. So just throw me some suggestions, and we'll see what shakes out. If not, we'll definitely be doing something big for 500. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started here. So, just like in the last episode, we're starting to produce stuff faster than we can use it and sell it. And so we kind of need to step up our game here. It doesn't look like he's got any goods on him. So we'll head on over to London. And we should probably unpause this. There we go. It looks like we've got another trader headed to Dublin. Let's see. I think Richard Evans was the original trader and George Smith was the new one we just made. But one thing I'd like to start working on... Oh, we still got a battle going on here. One thing I'd like to start working on is trying to bring leads into the fold here, because I think we're going to start falling behind if we don't start growing a little bit quicker. It looks like every other faction has at least 2 cities, if not more. So we should try to take advantage of that. Let's sell some wood. It looks like they'll buy quite a bit of it. Okay, we'll sell 45. Okay, so wait, 50? I thought 50. Okay, I guess 50 ended up right at that. And we may as well buy some of this fruit because they have so much of it. Let's see, we'll go to 24, 25, 26. And we're going to sell the tools to our city, so we'll hold on to those.
With pleasure.
And let's just keep running this like little circle gauntlet here. They like us quite a bit. However, our sympathy is not very high, so we might need to buy some sympathy from them. I don't like the idea of paying for diplomatic relations, but we don't have a whole lot of other options here. So let's buy some of this fish up, because we have a ton of it. Okay, we'll buy all of it, or as much as we can carry. Okay, we're full of fish. Actually, you should have carts. There we go. He's got some carts. We can throw some more on there now. Okay, so let's add some beer to the mix, because I think beer is selling pretty well for us. I don't think anybody else is producing it. I think bricks were selling pretty well too. We'll take 70 bricks, I guess, and I guess a little bit of lumber. Take 28 lumber. And jeez. A lot of fish. I guess we don't really need it, so we'll sell it to these guys.
With pleasure.
So our income should sort of, I mean, maybe not spike, but we should definitely be making a pretty decent amount now that we are running 2 traders. Oh, it looks like we lost a scout. I'm not too concerned if they die. It's not a big deal. Keep an eye on it though. And we may need to start sending traders down here. Of course, we're going to need to buy a trade agreement with them first. But it might actually be a decent idea to build a road. There to there. Let's see, we'll go like that and then maybe over that way. I wish it would take it a little bit wider. Let's scrap that plan. And we'll try it again. We'll go like there and there. That looks better to me. Actually, that's not too bad right there. Oh no, come on. Really? It was like such a perfect path, and then it got all messed up. Damn it. Let's try this again. It's gotta be perfect. It's gotta be perfect. Although I don't have too much time left here because the traders are going to arrive at their destinations pretty soon. That's good enough for me.
Looks good.
So now we've got a trade route to Paris if we need to trade with them. Looks like our traders arrived at Leeds, so let's sell off some bricks. And looks like they're not really consuming the beer, but we'll keep selling it. And the fish, they will buy a lot of it actually. That's good. Very good. 92, 104. And how many more can we dump on them before we start losing profits? Okay, that's pretty much maxed out. Off to, actually before we leave, let's go into diplomacy.
What do you have to offer?
Let's demand some sympathy. We'll offer, we'll give them 10,000. Okay, they only got us 4%, so
Already on the way.
not very efficient there, but I don't know that we have a whole lot of choice. Let's buy some lumber from these guys. And then we will... Oh wait, I didn't mean to sell it. Oh, Jesus. I didn't mean to sell it to them. I thought I was buying it. 2, 3, okay. Let's sell them some fruit. And let's see. I'm gonna sell the tools to London.
Happy to oblige.
So on we go there. But yeah, I am very hesitant to ask these guys for a trade agreement because they will flood my market with goods. And that could be very, very bad depending on what they have. I can't click on that. You guys finally won? That's good.
Let's get on with it.
Let's see. Cart. We got some coal, okay. And we got money from it too. Let's head back to that tent. Maybe we can recruit another guy to join us there. Looks like they'll buy fish. They'll buy a lot of fish. And they'll buy the lumber too. Well, let's be on our way. And what do we got going here? Wow, we need to start moving this stuff. We can definitely sell the coal. So I'm just going to grab a ton of coal. And that's all we can carry. Well, we'll sell some to Bristol and then we'll sell some to Leeds. I mean, I get the feeling right now that we're limiting ourselves by not trading with these guys, but at the same time, like I've said, you know, countless times already, I am really hesitant to allow them to start flooding my markets. Because in my little test playthrough, basically they bankrupted me very, very quickly just because they flooded, you know, this whole or actually no, where was I playing? I was playing somewhere over here in like Germany, but they flooded the whole area with the same goods that I was producing for the most part.
Happy to oblige.
And so my goods, everything I was producing basically became worthless. Which, oh god, I forgot to sell those again. Damn it. Okay, there we go. They've got plenty of lumber. Let's buy some lumber. And I guess we'll buy the bricks. No, we can't buy bricks. We'll sell them some coal. 16, 17, 18. And then let's head back to London. We're going to need to sell off the tools before I forget, and then we'll go sell some coal to Leeds. Doing this really inefficiently, but I think we'll be fine. We're actually at more gold than we started with, so I think we're doing okay. And let's see.
Good day.
A trade agreement from Paris. Oh god, I'm really hesitant to do this, but they're gonna pay me a ton of money to do it, so I'm gonna go ahead and accept it
Wonderful.
and just hope that. Yeah, so they're producing fruit. I mean, it doesn't look like they're overproducing anything, so
Good day. What?
I guess we might be okay. It might be time to upgrade from fruit, though. I don't think fruit's going to be very valuable for much longer. So I think we might step up brewery production. How are we doing on consumption here? So we're producing a little bit more grain than we need, but not a lot. We're producing a ton of fruit, but it's not really doing us any good at this point. We're producing a lot of building materials. So I'm thinking if we bump up our grain production by 1, we can probably bump up our beer production by 1 as well. We might be able to get away with it now, but I want grain to be available for food as well. So I'm thinking if we kick this up to 4, and actually let's take a look really quickly at the other cities. So they actually do have a couple in the 4s. And I should start buying. Actually, they're doing really terribly. I should start buying metal from them, but they're not producing a lot of it. Yeah, they're just not producing enough of anything, really. They're missing grain and coal, so we should definitely try to produce more grain if we can. They're also having a famine, so selling them food would be ideal. But they're not really eating the food. That's the thing, is like I gave them a ton of food. Anyways, back in London, I think improving this by 1 will be a good idea. And then maybe getting rid of this altogether. We'll demolish that. And then let's see what we can produce here. We could do honey. We could do wool. No, we can't do. Oh, sorry, that's honey. This is pottery. Is there a lot of honey being produced? Let's see. No. I can't see them right now. How about in Paris? No honey. Let's go ahead and start doing honey and see how that goes. I need to click this stuff. Okay, can I click it? No, that one. Okay, and we'll build 1 here just to get started. And then we've got the funds. Let's start upgrading this one as well. And we'll speed things along here. Let's remember to sell the tools this time. And then we need to buy as much as we can of everything else. Unfortunately, that fruit's just not going to do me any good. So we'll buy up a bunch of that. And God, we still have plenty of coal. And I thought they needed it. I'm fairly certain they needed it. Yeah, they need coal, so let's go sell them
Already on the way.
1 metric ass load of coal. And then let's get you down here. What's going on? Oh, we're spending. It's just because we bought a bunch of upgrades. Actually, how close are we to leveling up? That's something I'd like to see. Okay, trade. We're completely empty here. Let's buy a bunch of beer. And let's see, where do we start or stop making profit here? Right there. Fish, I think fish will be able to sell pretty well. Right there. And then the fruit will take, I don't know what exactly Paris is doing with fruit. I think they're producing quite a bit of it as well. But it's fine, we'll give it to some of the other cities in that area.
Already on the way.
And Let's see. No, I want my scout there. I want to see what
We're
city this
practically
is.
there.
There's a city here. I just haven't discovered it yet. There also looks to be one there. I really hope this isn't part of their... Oh, it is. Wow.
Almost there.
Well, we'll steal this. I don't know that the the AI factions actually go for those.
Almost there.
Actually, what are they producing here? Okay, tools, pomp. Interesting. I haven't seen that one
Almost
before.
there.
Just keep an eye on what they're producing, because we don't want to be making the same stuff. Let's see, are we in leads yet? Now we are. Let's give them a whole bunch of coal. As much as we can unload on them and still make a profit. And let's see. Oh, we didn't bring any beer with us. How about wood? Do you need wood? Let's see, 10. That's good enough. Fish? Do they need more fish? Not really. Okay, off to
Already
Glasgow.
on the way.
This is going to take forever. This trade route's just too slow.
It's
I don't think
nearby.
that's going to be very efficient for us. Although we are making very good profit. We already more than recouped what we spent on the upgrades. But yeah, running this little circuit here is a lot faster than this. Because this could end up costing me a lot of money having him sit on the road that long. Okay, we've got a diplomacy request.
Perhaps you would be interested in an offer.
Where is that? Let's cancel so we can see where it is. I honestly... Oh, it's right here. It's independent. Sure, why not? He's gonna pay me for
Perhaps
it.
you would be in... Aye.
Okay, let's unload some more goods up here. Looks like they could use the lumber. I may as well get rid of it all. Fish, they'll probably take all of it. Fruit, I'm still making a profit at that point, so we'll do it. And we'll give them 140. Let's see, how much of this do they really need? Still making a profit right there. And okay.
Certainly.
Actually, let's head to Dublin. Let's see how Dublin's doing. We haven't stopped by there in a while. And I'm gonna hit fast forward. Oh, we got another offer.
What do you think of this offer?
That's down here, I think. Let's do it.
What do you think of this offer?
Since they're independent,
Yeah.
I'm not as worried about them flooding us with resources. If it were like the German faction over here, I'd be a little bit more concerned because they probably have a couple cities. Speaking of, we really need to get to 3 because everybody else seems to be at 3. And, well, actually, I don't know where they are, but I'm going to dump a bunch of fruit on them and let them sort out. Oh, wow. Okay. Apparently they need every bit they can get. Even though they're producing it, which is weird. But that's fine. I'll flood their market. And I'll give them most of the beer. I don't want to give them maybe all of it. You know what? We'll give them all of it. And let's head back to
With
London.
pleasure.
Actually, I should have just gone to here. They're producing coal, fish. Okay, so we wouldn't have been able to sell them fish anyways, but they're producing salt and bread. That's 2 big things that we could buy from them. That's one thing we haven't really been doing because these factions are producing so little. You can make a profit and improve relations by buying stuff as well. Dublin's not too happy with us right now, but that's okay. This is going to take forever. Let's, while we're waiting for that, let's see where we at. Can't talk. Where we are at with our level up. Okay, so we are well, in the grand scheme of things, we're about 3/4 of the way, but from the previous level, we're only slightly above half. Let's see. Competitors, 2 cities. Wow, 4 cities. Okay, so we are way behind. Yeah, all the major factions have like 3 or 4 cities, so we need to catch up there. And our city is actually smaller than both of theirs, if only just. So we need to buy some more friendship with them, or sympathy, or whatever it is. Let's actually use him to, whoops. No, I want you. We're going to scout out these cities and see what they're producing. I should probably write this stuff down so I don't have to keep checking, but I don't want to have like the sound of me scrawling notes in the recording, so just kind of play it by ear here. They're producing grain, honey, wool, beer, and cloth. And how much of it? Not a whole lot. What about these guys? We've got a trade agreement with them now as well. I'm going to fast forward a bit, just because this trip is pretty slow. And these guys are producing a lot of raw materials. They're actually making metalwares and meat. That's 2 things we haven't really seen so far. But they aren't producing enough of it for us to start buying. So that's kind of unfortunate. These guys are doing a little bit better, but they apparently don't have enough labor to produce any goods.
I hope that your offer will be...
I'd really like to be able to take them over and start making them a little bit more productive. Especially since they have such a good assortment of raw materials. Like, they can produce pottery, they can produce metal, they're producing cloth. I would probably get rid of the beer and start making wool here, just because that way they're producing their own raw materials. But obviously we need to, get them into the fold first. I think we need at least... I can't remember what it is.
I hope that your...
Let's see.
What do you have to offer?
Gold, commodity, town. So we need to get them to 80%. We're just above halfway. Military alliance. I don't know what that does for me, but let's try it.
This offer is inconceivable.
Okay, well,
What do you have to offer me?
How about that?
Count
Okay, so
yourself
we're
lucky that
military
I'm willing-
allies with Leeds now. Whatever that means. I think it just means that if anybody attacks us, they'll have to help us, but I've yet to see combat on really any scale other than like 1v1, 2v1 so far in this game. Okay, so what do we got here? Let's sell some fish. Buy a bunch of... Oh, we got this from that commodity pile. Buy up a ton of it. And I guess more raw materials. We're a little bit behind on our other... Oh, shoot, I'm full. Okay, well, off to Leeds then.
Happy to oblige.
What do you got going on? Nothing. One, two, three. Okay, right there. And I think we'll just go sell this to Dublin, because if I recall, they were hurting pretty badly for anything.
With pleasure.
So we'll do that. And let's go see if there's anything down here. I feel like there's a city down here. Yeah, so Claremont is down there, and that belongs to Paris as well. Okay, we can't actually see the city, which is kind of strange, but we can see the banner above it.
Almost there.
And these guys are sure taking their time. We need to improve our roads. I just don't think there's a way for us to do it right now. Extend, demolish, disband. I think this is the road improvement button. What does this do? Let's click it. Extend, add roof section. No, we just want to improve it. Wooden shack. We should probably head to that wooden shack with our our guy over here.
We're practically there.
Okay. Sell you all the wool you could ever use. 70. I mean, honestly, we're still making a profit on it, even if we sell it at 3 barrels.
With pleasure.
I would think, I mean, they're producing, yeah, they're producing cloth. I would think they would need more wool than what they're actually using. Keep moving. I think we're getting pretty close to running out of time. Unfortunately, we didn't get as much done as I'd hoped, although we are actually making quite a bit of cash right now, which is great. So I'm going to pause the game and take a look at the time, see where we're at, and I'll come back and let you guys know what the plan is. Yeah, so as I expected, we are pretty much out of time. So let's just take a quick little overview and kind of go over what the goal for the next couple episodes is going to be. So first things first, we need to build up Bristol. We need to build some of these things here to kind of get it up and running. We also need to expand some of these facilities. We could be producing honey and salt right now, but we aren't. So that's more profit we could be making, especially, well, it's not salt, it's saline. Oh, okay, so it is salt. That is pretty rare in this area. I don't think anybody else is producing that, so we could be making a lot of money off that. The fish has been doing pretty well for us as well. Honey, I just built a honey thing down here, didn't I? Yeah, so it's not really going to help. I don't know what to put there, to be honest. There's no other raw materials we can build there. So until we can get to like tier 2, when we level up and we can get like another tier 2 commodity production here. So if we could get like, I don't know, bakery, and we could start producing bread there and start shipping in the honey from Bristol maybe, that would be, you know, pretty decent strategy. Let's do this trade up here, and then I think we'll go ahead and break it off. Oh, they already have some. That's not going to help me at all. Well then, suppose we'll just pause it here and go ahead and end it. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know what you guys think of my plan in the comments. We definitely need to get another city, you know, into our faction, whether it's through a settler or if we can bring leads in or something. We definitely need to get another city under our belt because everybody else is kind of pulling away from us at the moment. Financially, we're doing really well. I feel like, you know, we've been making nothing but profit, really. Most of our expenses have just been from expanding, which is, you know, totally fine. We've basically more than recouped what we spent on that within like seconds. So I think we're doing pretty well overall. But like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And I guess I'll see you guys back here for part 5 of our Grand Ages Medieval Let's Play.